Hi guys, I hope you're well. Welcome to, what are we on? Is this day 20? I've lost count, I didn't think to check. But whatever day we're on, welcome to it. I hope you're well and enjoying the readings. Quick video today, don't all cheer at once. Genesis, what's going on here is basically just another list of names of people that otherwise we don't really know much about, other than that they're descendants of Esau. And so what's happening in this chapter is we're winding up the story of Esau. Esau, we'll remember, gave up his birthright, and yet this chapter is showing that in some way he still prospered. And we see a long list of his family, his descendants, but really in the grand scheme of things it didn't come to much. It didn't come to anything that was worthy of mention after that. And so this chapter kind of wraps up the story of Esau. From tomorrow we're going to press on, carrying on looking at Jacob's family when we come across Joseph. So that's tomorrow. Matthew, what's happening here is Jesus is talking some more about the kingdom of heaven, and one example that he uses in today's passage is that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. That's in verse 31. A mustard seed is tiny, but when it grows, it grows into a massive tree. But it doesn't grow overnight. It grows over time. It takes a long time to grow into what it's meant to be. It takes patience, is what Jesus is saying, to see things come about in the kingdom of heaven. And if we look back in Genesis over the stories that we've read recently, I just think that Jacob must have despaired sometimes at his situation and found it hard to see that God was with him, how God had promised to be. And yet, over time, God's plans work themselves out despite the situations that we find ourselves in, despite how bleak things may look. God's plan comes about. And so, friends, we need to be patient, however bleak things look. The psalm we see in just another reminder, check out verse 7, that God is a God that loves justice. And our proverb today, it's not often we can pick up on Proverbs, but I think today's verses, both of them, Proverbs 3, 5 and 6, are very useful verses that it would help us maybe if we remembered them, commit them to memory. I know it's a verse that a close friend of mine often reminds me of at just the right time, when I sometimes begin to doubt what's going on here. Is God really in this situation? And without fail, I'll be reminded of those verses that just say, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, whatever the situation looks like. In all your ways, submit to him or acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Friends, remember those verses today and over this weekend and the coming days, weeks, months, years. And I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.